Alrighty guys, got a new muffler for the 3910 here. New muffler slash exhaust. I got an injection pump seal kit. And I got a filter kit for this thing. I should have bought an air filter too, I kind of forgot about that. Anyhow here, hopefully I can get this done before dark. But let's crank this thing up one last time with this old muffler on. A lot of people will bitch at me for that, but here's what it sounds like with the old muffler. So I'm going to get this muffler off of here and I'll show you guys the main problem with this muffler. The weld down here is actually broke. Somebody's tried to weld this together quite a few times, so I just decided to heck with it. I'm going to change it and put a new one on it. I already had this muffler off once. There's a U-bolt down here that holds it, so won't take much to change it. It's gonna be a little dark in there for you guys, but take my word, there's a U-bolt right there. So I'm gonna go get me some wrenches, take that loose, pull it off, and I haven't quite decided if I want the flapper point it out the side like it is, point it towards the back. Probably point it towards the back, that way if you're going up the road it's not flapping up on the trailer, I guess. I don't know. I'll figure that out as I'm doing it, but anyhow, this is Steiner parts, by the way, so or Steiner tractor, Steiner parts, aftermarket parts, so see how she fits. Okay, new muffler installed. Definitely got that whine and rattle in a way that it always had. Probably be smelling that burning paint for a while, but so looks like we'd be good there. I don't know if it's any quieter or not. I'll see if I can tell through the footage, but wasn't really concerned about it being quiet. I was just tired of watching that stack rattle around on it. You guys can watch any of my old videos of running this thing. The actual, I think somebody who made this muffler, personally, it just looks like this adapter was, somebody tried to cobble weld this in here, and the bottom of this muffler has actually been welded and broke, and actually the whole bottom of this looks like it was welded on here. So yeah, it was a cob job somebody did. You know, even the rain flapper on it is actually pretty much toast. So you know, much needed upgrade. So we'll see how that holds out. And obviously I'm not going to get to the injection pump seals. I'm gonna have to find a Saturday or Sunday before it gets cold and clean the injection pump really good, pull the top off, and change the O-rings in the upper cover that are leaking. I'm not gonna mess with the rest of it because it's not leaking diesel into the motor and it runs perfectly fine. So we'll just change what's leaking and we'll go from there. So anyhow guys, thanks for watching. See everybody in the next one. Unless I do another round of updates on this. I have changed the motor oil. Would be nice to change the hydraulic oil in it, but I don't really have the money and I really don't use it a lot. So as long as it don't have water in it, which as much as I've used it this year, I'd be surprised if it does. I know I've got them hydraulics hot. So anyhow, later guys. Pick up my tools. It's only about 6:40 or 7 o'clock and it's already almost dark. The sun's going down, so that time of year already, winter's coming. So I'm trying to get the old gal put together. Next thing will be front tires and perhaps the injection pump. So, alright. Later guys. Bob. Alrighty guys, going into the injection pump on a 3910. I just have to pull the top cover off and put the O-ring seals in the throttle shaft. But got the loader up and it's chained to the ROPS. So I think I got everything pulled apart. What I really need, if this loader frame wasn't on here, this would be a lot easier because right where you want to be looking is right here. But I think I can do what I need to here. Is the main thing when you go to pull this cover up off is there's going to be a couple springs and you have to see where the springs are hooked before you go getting crazy. So I'm going to go get a flashlight right now and see if I can tell where them springs are hooked, because I'll be honest, right now I can't see them. So get back to you guys in a minute. I'm going to leave this sit here and hopefully nothing goes catastrophically wrong. I think you guys can almost see better than I can, but near as I can tell, drop another flashlight. On the bottom here, there's only one hole. On the top, I know you guys won't be able to see it, but I'm going to say it is in the second hole. So, makes sense to me. I wonder if I could roll it on its side and see it better. I can probably only roll it to a point where I can't see it. That would make sense to me. Okay, let me see if I can get the... I don't want to have this thing apart too long because I'm doing it outside and I really don't want to get water in the top of the injection pump. So, my theory is, if I unhook the my hands blocking the darn SOS mode. If I pull this spring this way, that'll unhook it from down there. Oh, that thing is spring loaded. Oh, that's going to be a real treat to put back in there. Huh. Yep, as I gotta watch I don't get the fuel shutoff knocked out of the way here. Kinda wishing I hadn't tore this apart, but since it just needed a couple seals, you guys know how it goes. You're like, yeah, I can do that. No problem. Yeah, see if I could be on the other side of it, that would be great. Maybe. Because I kind of want to be sure on my hole count. And the more and more I twist this around, the more and more I'm probably weakening this spring and potentially putting dirt in this pump. But I really don't have many options here. The studs that hold everything together in the center are a pain in the ass. Okay, well, because I need to be able to take that spring off and hold this little doohickey from going flying. So can I do that? The other trick to this equation is it has to go back together. Because unless I put this back together, she ain't gonna run. Really need one more set of hands. Might be awesome if one of you guys could reach out and hold this. Okay. Come on. Really? Alright. It looks like it should just... Come on. Blame, oh, I think it's... Blame Ford Farmer and all the other Ford guys, and since this is a Perkins motor, all the other Massey Ferguson guys I know who said this will be easy. Let me see if I can move you guys and gain a little bit of... Figure if I keep the camera rolling and parts go flying, maybe I would have a slight chance on finding them and putting them back together, sort of deal. Come on, give me. Come on. It makes sense I got it tight because they don't want it to fall off inside this injection pump. But it's starting to get a little ridiculous here. Okay. Got it. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that was in the center hole. Alright, I see the hole they're talking about now. There is 3 sets of holes down here. Okay, let me not lose these pieces. Just for later notes, I laid that on the trailer. Okay. Top of the injection pump. Okay, top cover is definitely in the second hole. And this was definitely in the bottom hole. Make sure you don't get any dirt knocked down in there. What I'm doing right now, I've got a couple little pieces over here on this side. Alright guys, hopefully get that under control. Just for reference, bottom hole here. And second hole here. So it should be good. I swear this sucker looks like it was put together with Permatex and not a gasket right from the factory. This pump has never been apart. Because there's still blue on the outside of the gasket. But that sucker sure looks like it was Permatexed. Oh well. Alright, well let me take this in on the bench where I have less chance of losing stuff like down here. And we'll go put some seals in this thing. Alright guys, I know I didn't show much of that once I got the cover off, but I was worried about getting this put back together before it started raining, and I think as you guys can see, it is just starting to sprinkle now, but let me put this wrench down. But everything seems like it works. And guess what? There's no big giant puddle of diesel fuel following me around anymore, so get the linkage hooked back up on this, and I took the shield off to give me some more room once the rain quits here, or I might try and hurry up and do it. And old Big Bertha here will be pretty good to go. There's a set of tires at the auction that'll fit on this thing, a set of tri-ribs, so we'll try and get those and go from there. So. Okay, dash function test here. Got everything hooked up. Oh, what she normally does when she's cold. A couple puffs of lube. When it's warm, it don't puff like that. Alright, stop works, everything works. Seems like we're good to go. Like I said, I see no massive leaks compared to what I had before, so I'm alright with that. Run it a while and see what happens. I'm going to pack up the sheep and get the flock out of here. I think you guys can hear the rain. So guys, a little show and tell. Whenever I took them things apart, I tried to pull these O-rings off, and they were pretty much, they were pretty brittle. I took a screwdriver and was trying to peel them off the shaft there, and guess what? They split. They look like flat O-rings, but they're actually O-rings. They're that hard and worn down. After I used this for a while, because the O-rings had got hard, it actually wore them down, and that's why they were leaking. See, they should actually look like this or similar to this. At first I thought maybe this square one went in there, but definitely not like that. It was definitely an O-ring, so. Because I got the whole injection pump rebuild kit. It's a it's either a CVA or a CAV or something like that. Injection pump. Anything that has a Perkins motor uses that. And it also explains why this don't have glow plugs, because Perkins are designed to what? Start in a cold. No glow plugs, no nothing. So, I'm going to tuck all these seals away. Tape the bags up real nice and everything. For just in case I ever need them. Hopefully no, but you guys know how it goes. As soon as you screw with something, it'll get worse or something else will happen. So, tuck these away back in the bag, and I guess that's going to be it for right now. Wish I could run it, but I think you guys can hear the rain. I hope so. I can't hear what you guys are hearing right now until I go and edit the video, but regardless, that's pretty much going to be it for this one. Tractor starts and runs good. It's not leaking massive amounts of diesel fuel now, which is a plus side. It's been leaking diesel fuel. Like I said, it was starting a little bit whenever I hauled it to the farm, and after it was up at the farm a little bit, it definitely got way worse. So it got to the point now it wouldn't even hold diesel while it was sitting hardly. So. Alright guys, catch everybody on the next one. Later.